Yes.
Yep. Good morning, Bellingham. Today is Tuesday, April 28th. My name is Cindy McNulty from the Board of Selectmen, and we are here to provide you with our 10 o'clock update on how Bellingham is responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. We're going to start first with Deputy Chief Mark.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. Right off your mind, but
No, that's okay. Thank you for joining us.
Start off.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so while the deputy fire chief clears his throat there, we're going to go ahead and start with our morning update. And as always, our public health nurse, Esther, would you give us the daily update?
Good morning. The newest numbers just in. We have had a total of 257 residents tested, 78 confirmed cases, 33 active cases, 42 recovered, and 3 deaths.
Okay, somebody was checking the map up on us and had called us out on the map, but that map works out perfectly. Thank you, Esther.
You're welcome.
we're back to you, Mark.
Yeah, I'm all set. I'm all set now. Thank you very much.
Take us along.
All right, thank you. All right, so in Massachusetts, we have 56,462 cases with 3,003 deaths. In the U.S., we broke the 1 million mark, 1,010,507 cases with 56,803 deaths. We have 139,162 recovered. That's a significant amount because of the fact that yesterday we had 118,781. So it's a good jump. I'm happy to report that people are recovering, and thank you very much.
Same is true even for Bellingham, right, Esther? Yesterday we were at 31 recovered. Today we're up to 42. So we like to see those numbers going up for sure.
Correct. Yeah, the recovery rate
All right,
continues to go up, which is always a good thing.
Next, I'd like to invite Tim.
Yes.
Definitely. Our special guest today is going to be Tim Icardi from Inspectional Services. Seems a lot of people are looking for projects to do to occupy their time, and it's found you guys very busy, right, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd just like to report that we're getting a lot of positive feedback on our new software for permitting for all aspects, commercial, residential, all home projects, everything included. So we're getting a lot of good response, and the activity's been really strong. It really hasn't curved off at all. Just as an example, as of from March 1st to today, we've issued 310 permits, and that's a combination of electrical, plumbing, gas. Electrical alone is almost 80 permits. Wow. And that ranges from new homes to repairs, water heaters and that kind of everything that you can imagine that a permit would be pulled for. It's a combination of residential and commercial. Residential permits, this would cover everything from a new house to a shed. We've issued 99 in almost 60 days. So it's been very busy.
Yeah.
We've gotten a lot of positive feedback from contractors and homeowners expressing how easy it is to go online and just submit the stuff instead of running around. So it's a good thing. All in total, the total value of work for this period of construction is it's over $3 million. So
That's
a
incredible.
lot of good additions and expansion for the town.
Tim, we have two major projects under construction right now. One is the I guess you'd call it the tenant fit up for the Amazon building on Maple Street. The other being the Lincoln Properties building that's under construction off of Route 140. Can you just touch on the status of those?
Sure. So the Maple Street project, the 351 Maple Street, that's the Amazon fit up. That's coming pretty close to an end. Where we do have a major inspection with the fire department and our consultant on Thursday morning, and that's going to be to
Friday
morning. So that's going to be maybe an occupancy permit or a temporary occupancy permit, depending on the condition that it's in. But they've moved pretty quick with that fit up, and all of the major components are in place there. They're really looking to get going down there. So there's been a big push on it. But they're in really good shape too. So that's a project that's going to be pretty much done, I would say, by the first week of May, second week of May, I would say. So that'll be online. So you'll be seeing, some a little bit of impact from it. You'll be noticing that there's going to be some activity down there, but I think we have it under control. And we've had meetings with them, as you know, about the types of runs that they're going to be making. So we'll have to see. And they also said that they will be working with the town to mitigate any issues that may come up in the process.
Yeah, I know the town planner, Jim Cupper, has been working with them, and one of the things that they have committed to was a operational plan. So discussing the activities down there and when they'll be running trips. And I think maybe what we could do at a meeting, maybe once Jim has that, give a little presentation on that so people know what to expect when they out and running, because obviously there was a lot of discussion about the impact that Milford was having on the facility there. This one is set up much differently than that, so the expectation is we won't have the same issues that Milford experienced. But I think it would be good maybe to have Jim and yourself maybe give an update once we do have that plan in place. I know we've heard it verbally, but it would be good to maybe discuss that at one of our meetings.
Yeah, definitely. Milford's situation is a little bit different than Bellingham's. They had several satellite parking lots that they are storing all these vehicles at. Bellingham isn't going to experience that. It's one location, and they're operating out of that location. So I think Milford was probably experiencing, the traffic issue of moving from these satellite lots to their warehouse. So hopefully, we have a smooth transition and everything works well in that regard. As far as the Mechanic Street project that ARCO development is working on now, that's moving right along. They've done a lot of work down there. Great contractor. Any issues that come up with either between fire or police or building, they answer right away. They're out in front of it. Any problems? Really good contractor. He's moving right along. That's another push. They want to, I think, aggressively, they're looking at November for occupancy or completion on that site. It's a very large, it's over 350,000 square feet of warehouse. And they're moving right along. It's a little different from the Campanelli project that they did where Amazon is. So the Campanelli project, they were manufacturing the walls. These are tilt-up panels. They're 40-foot high concrete panels. And what they were manufacturing on site. This company is hauling them in from Pennsylvania. They're a precast product, so it's moved a lot quicker, and the weather's been good for them. So I was down there last week, and they had over a third of the building standing already, and all the roof materials and bar joists are all on, being hauled in. So they're moving right along. Even the site work for the permanent entrance that's going to be on 140 is they've been excavating that, and that's in pretty good shape too. So they're moving right along.
If I could touch upon that, there's been a tremendous amount of blasting that's been going on over there. The fire department has been, along with the building, has been on top of it. We've been working with the blaster on a regular basis. So now we're currently moving towards the street, Route 140. You can expect some delays because when they do prepare to blast, we're going to shut the road down. The police will shut the road down, and then they'll continue their blasting operation. Once that blast is done, then they'll open the road back up. So you can expect some delays, minor delays, but delays nonetheless. So I just wanted to make sure everybody is aware of that.
At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, rumble that we feel will be ending soon.
Yeah.
That's about what it is. Every
Yes.
afternoon we feel a little rumble.
Yes.
Anything
So-
else, Tim?
No, that's about it. I did go on, Don Martinez came out and I took him down to the site. He was pretty impressed with it. So if you ever want to go visit it, we reported the trail, we put our protective devices on, and we get in a vehicle and he takes us out to the site. And if you ever want to take a ride down, just let me know.
love to do
Yeah,
that.
you'd be impressed.
So I get
It
to
is
wear a hard hat?
impressive,
I get
yeah.
to wear a hard hat when I go?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Always
have a
wanted
hard
to do
hat.
that. It's on my bucket
I
list.
have the equipment that you can go down there and do a site visit. You can just kind of get an overview. He's very knowledgeable and he'll explain some stuff and
Excellent.
get a handle on what's actually being done.
Could be our little field trip for next week.
Sure.
maybe.
There you go.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much for your
Okay, you're welcome.
time, Tim.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Bruce, did you want to give a Board of Health update or are we good for today?
Nothing's really changed since yesterday. I mean, actually, we had a lot of
Do you
good
want to
news
come up to?
today, but I think, Mark and Esther probably touched on it. But I mean, things seem to have reached that plateau that we were all shooting for. The numbers are dropping. I think we're finally getting there, and it's time to get all the teams together to look at how we're going to go back to some sort of normalcy.
Right, okay, great. That's a great segue. Actually, today at 10:30, we have a meeting to start to look at exactly that. Some of our smaller businesses in town that have been shut down, trying to come up with some criteria to help them get set up for success and get up and running. So that's next on our agenda for today, actually,
That's correct, yes. And if I could, just to reiterate, just because our numbers are plateauing and our recovery rates are getting better, doesn't mean we can drop our guard and not wear our mask and continue to social distancing.
I think people will see things return, but it's going to be in a state of where people are still going to need their personal protective equipment,
right.
Especially if they can't maintain that 6 feet. If you're going to be in close contact, you're definitely going to want your mask. In some situations, certain people are going to want to wear the gloves as well.
Right.
Sanitize, wash your hands, and just no more big hugs and kisses in the public anymore. You're going to have to, just give a waiver or not.
As everyone's saying, I think this will be our new norm. So I think we need to keep reiterating that just because the numbers seem to be getting better. We still need to make sure we practice.
The general public always come to the realization that everybody needs that personal space, and what they're doing protects them and the person they're coming into contact with. The poor person behind the register probably sees in a good day almost 200 people. So I mean, it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
All Bruce is here tonight.
Yes,
It's a
please,
nice
go ahead.
transition. One of our questions for someone who was in a local fast food shop, and they were concerned with the number of employees who were in the kitchen not wearing face masks, and they're questioning whether or not employees in these facilities are required to wear face masks while they're working.
The face mask order that we put together is the person who's greeting the general public. I mean, your workspace, it's kind of like a local thing. They all know who's feeling well, who's not feeling well, and most of the places are very good about sending employees home that aren't feeling well. So these guys are all working together. It's in there. It's the general public contact where you're greeting people that you're not familiar with, somebody who may have the disease and be asymptomatic. Did I say it right?
You did.
and that's the it's to protect that person and to protect the workers from the person. So if it's a takeout window, that person at the window should be wearing the mask, and if they're touching food, the gloves. That's where that is. The people in the workspace there are still they should be maintaining as much social distancing as possible, but that's not where we're meant to wear the mask. I mean, if you're a meat cutter in one of the markets there, you definitely want to be wearing a mask because you don't want to sneeze or cough onto the product before it gets wrapped and sold.
So people that are working in the kitchen preparing food do not have to wear masks?
No, not if they're. I mean, it's if it's someone preparing food. Funny, right now everything is takeout.
No, I was just thinking for the same logic that you'd want the butcher to have the mask on. If someone's preparing food for takeout, you would think they would need to wear a mask, but I'm not challenging you.
No, I mean,
curious.
most of them are, but it's not mandated.
Not
at this
mandated
point.
for them, okay. All right, do you have any more questions?
I did have another question relative to the recycling center. We've been asked quite a few questions about when is that going to be opened up. Again, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for yard waste from 9 to 2. This weekend on Saturday, we're going to be opening yard waste from 8 to 4 for yard waste. And we'll be transitioning into the recycling the biggest issue is as I've said multiple times, is protecting the people that work down there. The people that work down there, if we go down there, it's a much older group of individuals that work there. So we don't want to put them back on the front lines until we're comfortable that we have a plan in place and we're going to be able to get people in and out of there.
Will we
without a lot
post it
of
on the
interaction.
town website probably, the 8 to 4 hours or?
Yes,
Sorry,
we will put that up there. Right now, it's just a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 to 2, but this Saturday, it'll be 8 to 4 on Saturday for yard waste, and we will get that up. I'm sure Karen's watching, and she'll make sure she gets it up on that website.
Okay, great.
One other question, and I'll let Mary take it. It had to do with an excise bill that's due June 1st. Our Chief Financial Officer, Mary McKinnon.
Also our TV show producer.
Bear with me, I'm going to bring my own chair. So we've got a couple of other folks up at the table here. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
So thank you. I just wanted to take an opportunity to respond to a question that we had come in. There was a person who contacted our collector's office over the night and asked if our, thank you, asked if our June 1st deadline would be extended beyond June 1st. And I wanted to clarify that question. So the town of Bellingham, through the Board of Selectmen, recently adopted a tax relief policy. And the intent behind that policy was to provide financial flexibility for folks who find themselves facing some difficulties with this pandemic and waiting for stimulus checks to come in or unemployment benefits to begin to take effect. And so the town had done its part to provide a tax relief policy to the extent that we can under state law. So there are some certain limitations that we bump up against with state law. So the June 1st deadline is the due date for a number of bills, and that is the extended due date beyond what would normally have happened in a regular situation. So just to confirm for folks, the tax relief policy that was adopted by the town is available on our website. And so I encourage folks to go ahead and take a look at the collector treasurer's page of bellinghamma.org, our website. And it spells out the policy for you. And what you'll find in the notice to taxpayers at the end of it, and this is what the notice to the taxpayers looks like. It's a 2-page document, and I think I'm on camera, so folks at home can see this. It's a 2-page document, but what you'll notice at the bottom of the second page is that there is a chart that illustrates the due dates. And so our real estate and personal property bills that were issued on April 1st, normally due on May 1st, that due date has been extended to June 1st. We've also had a couple of commitments for motor excise bills that have been issued. Both of the due dates for those motor excise commitments have been extended to June 1st, which means that folks can pay without incurring any penalties or interest through June 1st. But we are unable to extend that due date beyond June 1st. If anybody has any questions or has something that they need to discuss with the collector's office, you can feel free to reach our staff who will be available to help you at 508-657-2848. So I would encourage you to take a look at the website, and if there are any additional questions about the tax relief policy, please contact us and let us know.
Awesome.
Any
Great.
questions?
Thanks, Mary.
Thanks.
Any other updates in the room? Okay, just to put a plug out there, if you or someone you know is an owner of a local business, we'd love to have you come on, spotlight what you're up to and how people can work with you during the pandemic. So reach out to either myself at my email, which is cmcnulty, I think, at bellinghamma.org, or through the COVID-19 at bellinghamma.org. That's the email that we use or that we're giving to you to use to send questions into us to have the answers for. So I want to encourage you to continue to do that. Encourage you to wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart. And I'm going to turn it over to Mark to wrap us up.
Okay, thank you. As usual, we end the show with any questions for the state of Massachusetts about the COVID-19. You can dial 211. If you have any questions for the Massachusetts Attorney General in regards to your place of work, you can call 617-727-3465. Thank you.
Excellent. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Tuesday. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thank you.